Hey guys, welcome to a new review. This time I'm going to be reviewing the Walking Dead building set of the prison cell, lower prison cell. Now there are two different sets that are similar but not the same in this series. Well, I guess there's four different sets, but first off there you can get a lower prison cell or an upper prison cell, which I have both of them, but here I'm only going to be reviewing the lower prison cell, and then later I will be reviewing the upper. Right now, the lower. And then in those sets, like with this upper one, you can get the Walker or the Carl. I got the Carl one. And then with the other one, you can get the Carol or the Walker. So there are a few differences in these sets. This one is the Carl one, and it's also the lower one. This one is really nice. I prefer the look of the upper cell, but you can't have an upper cell one without having a lower cell. So let's take a look at what we get here. First, you get the little minifigure, which, as far as these little minifigures go, I suppose this isn't the worst, but it's not a very good one. I feel like he's a little oversized. Like, let me show you next to another character. It seems like his head's kind of big compared to, like, Carol here. Carol here. And he seems a little long. Like, I don't think he should be that tall compared to Carol, even when he's hunching over. I mean, if he were to stand up, he seems like he would be a lot taller than Carol. I think that's odd. But other than that, he's fairly sculpted, and I don't like the pose he's in, and he should have a hat and some sort of gun, but it seems like he was supposed to come with something like that, but they took it away. Maybe a flashlight. Seems like he's like creeping around and there should be a flashlight in that hand. I don't know. I'm not sure what they're going for with this pose. Maybe like just getting off of the bed. Whatever. It's not the greatest pose. The figure himself is okay. He has articulation in both arms, which is fairly limited, but it can move full 360. The head can move side to side like that. And then, of course, no painted face details. It's all just a black wash, which is what these figures do. I can't get it in focus, though, because my camera. I have no idea. There we go. Yep, there he is. It actually looks like Carl, which is kind of cool that they can get down an actor's likeness on such a tiny thing, because this guy is extremely tiny. Here's his face compared to a Walking Dead figure that's normal sized. Look at that. Shocking. Okay, so let me set him down. Now let's get to the main event here, the prison cell. This thing is a beast to make. It's fun, and it's cool to see it grow as you put more pieces together, like with a regular Lego set, but these pieces are extremely hard to put together. They just don't want to stick together. You have to slam down on them, jam and crunch, sometimes even bite into them to get them together, and then if I had to pull this thing apart, it would probably suck. And then also I'd like to add, when you're doing this, this top part is for, actually you should save it for the other upper cell part, because you put that on top of this, and that becomes the roof for this, and then you stack that on top of this here, and then you attach that to another one of these cell setups, or you can attach it to the big catwalk, which I also have and will be reviewing. But now that that's gone, let's take a look at the prison cell. Let me take out all the stuff that's inside, and we can take a look at what we got left. Now, the toilet and the sink are a main piece here, and you can't take them out. They're just like not an accessory so much as just part of the whole diorama here. The floor is nicely sculpted. I mean, it's kind of hard to get all these cracks aligned in a way that looks like it's kind of natural, but other than that, it serves its purpose, and from afar, from a distance, however, it just looks like tiled flooring, and you can't tell the difference. Toilet is nicely sculpted. I'm not sure what they were going for with the sink, though. It looks like it just has a Lego piece there, but it doesn't. I'm not sure what that's intended for. And I like the rusty blood-colored dookie they put on there. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Is that blood or rust? It doesn't really look like feces or anything, so I guess it's just pink blood. And then it's got these little pegs here so you can attach it to another cell, and then if you check on this side, it has these little holes so that another cell could attach there. So the main idea of these sets is to just build your own huge prisms, which is actually a really cool idea, and it's obviously meant for people who really want to spend a lot of money. And then the door is really nicely sculpted. It looks like a prison cell door, I would say, and it swings open fairly nicely. It locks into place pretty nicely. It's got some grating down there. Then, of course, the bottom, you can see how Lego-y it looks. It's really weird. I never, in a million years, would have figured that McFarlane would start making little Lego figures, but they've shocked me before, and this was not the biggest shock compared to stuff they've done before. Okay. So that's the main area here. I'm not sure. I think you might have supposed to have like put the white ones together so it looks like some sort of uniform color, but I didn't figure that out while I was putting them together, and then I realized later that there are gray ones and white ones here. I'm not sure what that's all about, but it doesn't bother me too much. Okay, and then next piece is some accessory pieces. You get a bed, which is just this separate part bed. It's very thick and strong. Feels like you could beat someone to death with it. And then just this frame, which is a very metal frame. Just nothing important about it. It's got some bolt-looking stuff there. It's very solid. This is just a single piece. You don't put that together. And then you just put the bed in there. The bed looks like it's a wrinkled sheet blanket on a mattress. So that's nice. And then it comes with two different display options here, which actually you can do many different things with, but let me show you here. There's a little sheet that you can put on, a little dirtied up sheet, which looks cool. Its bottom is not really all that sculpted, but the front is sculpted pretty well. And then there's also a red blanket, so you can put the blanket on there, or you can, I've seen people do blanket and sheet, or you can do nothing at all, or you can have the blanket up here, or you can have the sheet all the way up here, or down here, or no of that, and it also comes with a pillow. Here's a little pillow. It's just like a regular pillow that you would move around, and this side is the flat part, so you set it down there. Then you can have mattress and pillow, or no pillow with blanket on, or just bare mattress. So there's actually a lot of different display options for this, which is good because it's meant for creating a bunch of different looks, and if you're going to have a bunch of different prison cells, then you're going to need a bunch of different looks for it. The way I prefer to set it up is just have the basic sheet, which put on like that, I don't know, suppose like that, and then just toss the pillow on top of the sheet, just because it's more simple than trying to figure out a real way of doing it. Let me see, put that there. There we go. And then it fits in there pretty nicely, but it does take up quite a bit of the cell. Let me crank up my tripod here and then angle it so we can get a good look here. Here we go. So here's the mattress in there that doesn't leave much room left, but I don't think that's horrible. That's probably how it would look in a prison cell. Normally, I've never seen one myself, except for in movies, so I couldn't tell you. I'd figure the mattress would be smaller, though, because that's pretty big compared to a figure. Like, here's the figure. It looks kind of comfortable, and in prison, they don't seem to want to make people comfortable. Also, it looks kind of like you could get Carl here in a position where it looks like he's sleeping. Let's see. Can we make Carl go to sleep? He's so boring, he's made people go to sleep, so why not make him go to sleep for once? Yeah, he looks like he's sleeping there. Not extremely comfortably, but yeah, why not? Okay, now another little accessory we've got here is the desk. It's just like three separate pieces, or four actually. These little stand parts here, they're a separate piece, and they pull off like that. Regular Lego pieces there. It's so weird. It's detailed Lego. That's pretty much all this is, and that's just hard to follow for some reason. And then it's got a book that has a gun sculpted on it, and then Actually, I think this goes to the other one. Let me grab the other table that I have here then. Here we go. This is the one that came with Carl then. It has an IV set. Yeah, this is right. And, let me focus. It has IV and it's like set on top of 2 different books, and then there's some sort of box there. I don't think that's... It looks kind of like Chinese food, but I'm not sure why. And then there's some sort of can of drink there, which it has absolutely no detail on it except for being painted red. There's some sculpted detail on the top, which clues me into thinking it's a can of some sort of drink. But anyway, you can set that in your prison cell here, and it looks really nice. Just set it in the corner there. Then you have your prison cell. So overall, I think this is a really nice little setup here. And is it worth what it costs? 10 bucks? I would say so, yes. It's fun to play with. It's cool to display, and if you get enough of them, it looks really sweet. Like, all set up, which I will show you once I review my catwalk, but until then you'll just have to see what the 2 look like together, this one and the other one. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure to check out my previous videos, and I will see you guys then. Peace.